Well, hello YouTube. In this tutorial we're gonna learn about something that you're gonna use all the time, not just in C++, but in all programming languages. We're gonna talk about variables. Now, variables are just containers inside of your memory. I mean, not your, but PC memory. Or think about boxes somewhere inside of your PC where you will hold the data so you can use them for further analysis, processing, calculations, and so on. So this is theory, okay? Variables equals boxes. So now those boxes need to have unique names, because how else you gonna refer to them? So question, how you will type in C++ variables? How you gonna create them? Well, first you must use data type. Let me print that right here. I'm on another monitor. So int means that right now we are going to create box that can hold only whole numbers, like 1, 2, 10, 1 million, without decimal. Okay, so integer stands for just simple numbers. Okay, so this is data type, and then space, and then your custom name that you are giving to that box, to that variable that will hold the data. So right now I'm just gonna create one number. So this is my custom name for that box, for that variable, and then after that space and equal. So the moment when you type any kind of number here, just imagine that this number will get this name. And this is representation of some piece of, how to explain this, of hardware, of resources in your PC. So just some hardware resource, okay, that you're using right now to store that specific number, which is in this case 10, let's say. It's really not important which one, just the whole number. Now, when you're issuing this kind of statements, they are actually commands, so you must close those things with a semicolon, as we are doing here or here. So this is just a function, and function is just a general wrapper with the name, but right now we are working with actual precise numbers, variables, and so on. So now if we save this stuff and when we go to rebuild or build and run, we don't see anything. Why is that so? I mean, we obviously have it here. Well, the thing is, it's not just enough to create variable, you also need to use it somewhere, if you use it. I mean, if you need it. So the easiest thing, we're gonna just print it to screen. So just state the name for that variable without data type. Okay, so this is necessary only when you are creating that variable, when you are constructing it. And down there in actual usage, you don't need to waste your time typing int number, this, that, and so on. So just number is enough. And if you wanna go to next line, we're gonna use classical C++ end line. And there you go. So let's rebuild it, build it and run it, whatever, and there you go, you have results. So how many of these you can have? It's totally up to you. So you can have different numbers like container. So this is just custom name. No one cares about this. It's totally up to you how you're going to define it. And let's say that it will hold 5,000, like your, I don't know, monthly paycheck, whatever. Or let's say if you're creating some networking application like a server, you're gonna say port number. Okay, equals, I don't know, port 80 for hypertext transfer protocol, okay, for classical website approach or access. Don't forget to use semicolons. So now if you run this thing, build and run it, of course you're gonna just see 10 because actually you are not using these things. So obviously you can create different commands for printing those things, container and line, and then cout. You're not limited with what you're doing here with actual variables, like when you are using it, when you're printing it, because here let's just construct like a beginning of some header for, I don't know, mainframe application or something. and there you go. And then down there, oops, I always mess these things, cout, and then port number and the line, and yep, so that's pretty much it. So let me push this thing down there because I want you to see everything on a screen. Okay, so build and run, and there you go, you see your numbers. Now here's the question: you are not limited about how many times you can use these individual boxes, these variables. Why? Well, that's the whole purpose of programming languages. You define one thing and then you can use it multiple times. Like, check this out down there. You can also say cout container once more, and yeah, let's use it once more because I don't want to create errors while I'm typing, so I'm just going to copy paste this stuff, and let me arrange this code a little nicer if it's even possible, because I'm creating weird stuff, and like this. Oops. This is just to beautify my code if it's even possible, so yeah. And also here, but the bottom line, you will get the same result, so nothing special here. And yep, let's run this thing, build and run, and there you go. See, you can use multiple times your individual variables. So where is my DOS right now? Just a second, I lost that thing. Oh, here we are, and code block, and here we are. So in future tutorials, we're gonna explain in detail about different data types for variables and how to use them, and not just that, but how to transfer one data type into another data type if, for example, you need the better precision when you're working with financial data or coordinate systems or something that need accuracy. Okay guys, that's it in this tutorial. Thank you for watching, for being with me, and see you next one.